Hello, this is Anime Conji. My name is Bo. I'm here with Danielle McRae. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You're coming down from LA?
Yeah.
Where in LA do you frequent?
Well, I come from a faraway land called Santa Clarita, which is
super far away.
it's
Like
super far away.
Middle of California area.
Yeah.
So you're a voice actress that's done League of Legends, and most recently you were in, and this is like a huge thing for me, Skullgirls, because Mike C and Ahad, what's his
Oh, Alex Ahad.
Yeah, Alex Ahad. I've been following them for like the longest time to get the DLC for Skullgirls, and you did Painwheel, and that's the character that I'm going to main.
Nice.
Cause yeah, well, I'm the fighting game community like in San Diego, so. Yeah. But how was it like working with Alex and Mike?
Well, I didn't directly work with Alex and Mike, but I did. I feel really honored to have helped them with their vision with creating a voice for Painwheel. I auditioned for her, and then Christina, the director, told me, "Yeah, you got the part," and I just like jumped up and down and was really happy. And then we got in the booth. It just was like really fun and challenging from there. So I felt really honored to be a part of Skullgirls.
Now, the character for Painwheel, if people don't know, it's a very striking image. It's like a woman in bandages, and she doesn't talk that much, and she's kind of very scary and violent. How was it like trying to like actually create a voice for someone like that? Because you seem like you're pretty sweet. I don't know, like if you have like a dark side that's like.
Only in the booth that the dark side comes out.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It was really challenging because all I had to work with was her bio and her picture. So my influences were immediately BioShock, because she kind of reminds me of some of BioShock.
Oh, the little girls? Or just little sisters?
Yeah, Little Sisters, and some of the Splicers too. I tried to get influence from them, and then I went as far as, because she's an experimental like character, so I also thought of like X-23 because she ran through subject like tests too. So
Yeah, Laura McKinney does have it.
Yeah, so I try to merge that one, and I also put a little bit of Bane in there. So those are all my influences to create her voice.
So when you do voice acting, you take the character in its toll, and then they tell you about the personality, and then from there you decide how the voice should be.
Yeah, I take like pretty much the detail, I try and dissect it, and I try and make keywords on what the character's about. Like, so for something like, like she's experiencing pain, I'll highlight pain, and then I'll try and create a voice through pain. Or if it's something like tragic, I'll try and like base that emotion, tragedy, and make a voice out of that. So it was really like an experimental and difficult way to dissect the whole character and create a voice for her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my friends have been trying to get into voice acting, and they've had a hard time with crying, experiencing pain, and really happy sounds.
Yeah.
Because those are the hardest to actually just do on the spot, as of course just, like talking, that's pretty easy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, so what's the most difficult thing for you as a voice actress?
I think the crying is the hardest, because you have to make it sound convincing, and it's just really hard to do that sometimes.
And sometimes it doesn't pick up.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, sometimes this cries just like, and then sometimes it's like the big ones where it's like, wah!
Yeah, I know, it's really hard, because you have to like work with like, if the character's like crying like, oh, he lost his mom, and you have to cry like immensely. It's really hard to do that. Or if you're crying like just like, it's really hard to do that. Like, I had a game I recently did, and it was a Korean game.
Which game was it called?
I can't really say right now.
Oh,
but it's
top secret project.
Something coming really soon. So I was playing this boy who was crying because one of his characters died, and it was really hard. Yeah, spoilers. So it was really hard, but I won't say the game. But it was really hard to try and work with the boy voice and try to cry in that voice and time it in
in the actual rhythm of the
scene.
So what other future projects do you have going on right now, other than this Korean game?
Well, I have.
You can say.
Yeah, well, I have two. There's other ones I can't say though. But there's one coming out next year. It's a mod to StarCraft 2. It's StarCraft Universe.
It's like an expansion.
Yeah.
Okay.
And another one is like an audio drop for. It's an audio play for City Hall, and that one's kind of an independent project.
Now, are you typecasted in the voice acting community, or do you have different ranges? Because Painwheel doesn't seem like a typecast, and I'm not familiar with your League of Legends character. What's your League of Legends character?
Well, my character in there is Karma. Her voice is kind of like lower and like oh, onward, always. She's like that, and I usually get typecast as that because I used to do like online stuff. So I used to get typecast with that kind of voice, like that authoritative, regal kind
So
of
who has a voice like that? Storm from the X-Men?
Yeah.
Or someone that has like a very astute, like lots of wisdom and some power behind their voice. She doesn't have to say a lot, but what she does say, people take for credit. Respect it. Oh, okay. What else have you done before? Because you've done League of Legends and you've done Skullgirls.
Oh, I've also done World of Warcraft, Cataclysm. That was another tough character. I played an orc named Hagara, and she was really tough too.
Oh, what's so tough about the character?
Well, her voice was really gruff and kind of deep. So what was tough about her was trying to keep the deep gruffness of the voice, like keep it consistent, and try to talk with that voice. What was hard was like the battle sounds and the dying sounds and stuff like that.
Can you give me an example of the voice?
Okay, it's a hard one, but she would say like, what would she say? Whose lines? I'm trying to remember. Oh, leave now while you still can. It was deeper than that, but it was really, really hard to just do that for 4 hours for one day, and then that was all the speaking lines for one day, and then the next day, it'd be 4 hours of just nothing but screaming and yelling and attacking and all this other stuff.
Like the Rage booth at Comic-Con? They had that for Asura's Wrath, where it's like, you would go into a booth, and then you would scream as loud as possible, and there was a meter. But I noticed that the guys, they would have like really powerful screams, not a lot of rage in it. But the girls, they would just scream, and then bam. I think it had to do with decibels, but maybe it had to do with the more feminine tone, being more rage in the voice.
Yeah, it was kind of like that, yeah, but like in a booth. It was like isolated, and you pretty much had to, go by what the director had to say. Sometimes I'd have the director right there in the control room. Sometimes it would be like, or the next day it was like through a phone patch. It's like, okay, you have to do this, and I wouldn't see them, so it'd be kind of hard for me to do anything.
Just like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
A voice from the speaker goes, doo doo doo.
Yeah.
So, anime Conji, how are you feeling? Is it nice? Is it treating you fun?
Yeah, I'm having a really good time so far here.
The weather isn't, super great, as you guys can probably see outside.
Yeah.
But hopefully it gets better, because, have you frequented San Diego before?
Well, last time I was here was last year, and I was at Anime Conji of last year. And it was a lot more sunnier last year.
Yeah, last year was definitely a lot more sunny. Although, like, the first day it was raining.
Oh.
And then it got sunnier, but I think yesterday was sunny, and now it's going to rain.
Oh, yeah.
But, you should frequent some of the places around town. I think you'd like it.
Yeah, I think I might just do that.
Do you have plans to, go maybe be a seiyuu in Japan? Is that a dream? Because that seems to be a dream for a lot of voice actors.
Yeah, I'd actually like to do something like that.
For, animation?
Yeah, because, I grew up with anime, so I would love to, have the chance to become a seiyuu for, anime or anything like that. It would be really cool.
Lightning round question. Favorite anime?
I have so many. Right now...
It's top 5,
Okay, so I like Gungrave, Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop's a favorite for everybody.
I love Cowboy Bebop, yeah. I like Boogie Pop Phantom.
Oh, that's like an obscure one. I've heard of it, but I don't know too much about it.
Yeah, let's see, I have some more of them. Okay, Guilty Pleasure, Penny and Stocking.
Oh, no, that's not a guilty pleasure though.
I like it.
If you grew up with the Toonami or cartoon like Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, you get it. And it's for an American audience more than the Japanese audience.
Yeah.
And the way they did everything, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's like Sailor Moon, but for adults.
That was my next one, Sailor Moon. I like that one.
Well, who's your favorite sailor?
It was a merge between Jupiter and Uranus, just because they're so different from the other girls.
Because Jupiter had I keep thinking she has boots, but she doesn't. She had actual shoes.
Yeah.
But she was the tomboy.
Mhm.
And she also had lightning powers that were the best.
Yeah.
I think she had the best powers of everybody. If I remember correctly.
She had some pretty good powers. It was lightning kind of powers.
I guess power to Jupiter.
Yeah. Yeah, she was cool. Her, and I liked Uranus just because she was like a mystery. No one knew if she was sister to this girl or
Uranus
something else.
was the one that had a incestuous relationship with her sister cousin girl.
Cousin.
For me as a kid growing up, I saw the Spanish version, so it was uncut, and I gotta say, thank you so much. If there's anything you can say to future voice actresses out there, for getting in and staying in the industry, Do you have any comments?
Yeah, I'd say never give up. I know it sounds very cliche, but if you want to do this, I'd recommend taking classes like theater classes, improv, try and taking like radio and broadcast classes because that helps too, like especially with commercial coursework. But also with trying to get yourself out there, like if you're ready to make your demo or something like that. I mean, before you do any of that, you should take classes first and then make your demo and then send it out. I call them viruses.
So basically, you want to make like a tape, like a video recorder or like a sound studio, and then get like just send it out there to agents.
Yeah.
And hopefully not try and get like scammed by someone.
Yeah, I mean, I'd also recommend just doing your research too when it comes to agencies. Like when it comes to if there's an agent that's asking for money up front before you sign with them,
No.
you don't want to mess with that.
Yes, that's rule number one.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, Miss.
Thank you.
I hope you have
No
a fun
problem.
time at Anime Conji. Hope you'll be back next year.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
Can you say I interrupted my meditation for this?
I interrupted my meditation for this. I don't have to do that all over again because I messed up. I interrupted my meditation for this.
And cut.